I want to talk about some of the subtle identities that are an obstacle on this path. And I've said it in other videos that as we progress on this path, on the relative level, of course, these identities that we create for ourselves are becoming more and more subtle. We are blind to them. So we're blind to the obstacles. And to a spiritual seeker who's been on this journey for a while now, you may be creating spiritual identities. Actually, there's a good chance that you are, not maybe. That you might have had some mystical experiences, and then now you are identifying as a mystic. You might have helped some people heal, and now you are identifying as a healer. You practice yoga, and you are identifying as a yogi. You do some shamanic ceremonies, and you are identifying as a shaman. These are how subtle these identities are. That the experiences on the spiritual journey actually become our identity. They create our identity. And that's really what I point to in a lot of these videos, is that we have misidentified what we really are. We've gotten mixed up with experience, that we don't know what is what. I am a yogi. I am a mystic. I am a shaman. I am a healer. It's the experience of healing. It's the experience of the shamanic ceremonies. It's the experience of the yoga practice. It's the experience of mystical experiences that we are then getting mixed up with. You could say, I am is what you are, but then we can't help but combine ourselves with the experience. We forget ourselves and then become so identified with the experience that we've created an identity. An identity comes from the root word to make the same. That we believe that that's what we are. And all identities are limited. So we become identified with something that's limited. And in truth, you are limitless. So they're very subtle. They're very subtle. Because it might feel like there's a whole nother life before this spiritual journey. Identified with maybe being a banker or an accountant or a doctor or whatever it is. But now there's kind of a new identity that we just become so blind to. Because now this could be maybe your business as a healer. having a healing practice, or now you do these retreats or these ceremonies as a shaman, or maybe you're a yoga instructor and this is now your job. Or you're a mystic and you now, I don't know, you have a podcast about all the mystical experiences. And you talk to other people, other mystics, about their mystical experiences. But like I said, is all of these identities are limitations. It's not what you are. It's what you believe to be. And they always seem to be a blind spot that we can't see ourselves. And it's like we've gotten so used to it that we've built up this other, a spiritual ego or a spiritual identity. It's just another costume, just another disguise, just another character. But it's like the character from maybe the material world that was a business owner trying to be successful, or an accountant that was trying to, I don't know, be the best accountant, work their way up in the corporate ladder. It's like they kind of say, I had enough of that. And then they find the spiritual path. And then, whoa, this spirituality, it has like a new kind of flavor to it. It's a different taste. I like this. What are these people doing? Oh, they're doing that. What are these people doing? What are these people doing? What are those people? And then you kind of create a new identity. Do a little mix and match. Oh, I like this. I like that. And then all of a sudden you've constructed a new identity. But you still don't know what you really are. Because it requires seeing through all of this. If you want to realize what you really are, then you have to see through these identities and how they're constructed, developed, created, maintained, sustained. And who are you without this identity? Who are you without being a yogi? Who are you without being a mystic? Who are you without being a healer? Who are you without being a shaman? If someone took all of that away right now, what is left? It's inquiring to that. So like I said, as we progress on this journey, it's just more and more subtle. It's harder to see these things yourself. It's like it's hidden in plain sight, and yet we're completely blind to it. It's something that we don't want to see. We'll see it in everyone else, but we don't want to see it in ourselves. And for a lot of people who are 5, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years on this path, on their journey, these are some of the identities that I'm talking about that need to be completely let go of, that need to be seen through. In order for you to realize what you are. Hopefully this helps. I'll see you in the next one.